issue, in October, I was in a conference in Sussex, and it was a residential conference, and title was Religion, Change and Development. And my issue, the issue of Afghanistan came up. I mean, let's move away from Africa for a bit and go to Afghanistan, for instance. You'll find that there is a killing and the fighting that is going on in Afghanistan. And I said to them, excuse me, what are you doing in Afghanistan? You see, and I think the issue came up again yesterday at the TV interview that I had. And I said, well, you look at Tripoli, what happened in Libya, then you now look at what is happening in Syria, and then you look at how the world has been turned all upside down because other people are always at your throat, you know, trying to do something for you. What do you want to do for me? Now, we cannot have a homogeneous world. We have the beauty of the world we live in, is that we all have our own way of doing things. We are all different people living in different parts. You don't understand my culture, I don't understand yours. But if I come into your culture and I have to learn how your culture is, then obviously that will enable me, as people say, when you live in Rome, you do as the Romans. So you are here doing it. But when you leave your own place and you come into mine to teach me how to breastfeed my child, what you are actually doing, you are insulting my integrity, and in fact, you are bringing the situation we have with international NGO is so worse than we have the time of colonial times, because the international NGOs are actually distorting the problem that we have in Africa. And I've told them recently, this is a recent thing, when I now begin to tell people, now you cannot, we, women of Africa, we want to reform Africa, but we will work with you to reform Africa. But we want you to know that there is no amount of philanthropy that is going to develop Africa. You see, you step out because there is poverty here all over the world. Deal with your poor and I deal with my poor. I mean, that is the way we are. Then we now come together in a global village and enjoy our lives. But when you leave your land and come into my land and try to teach me what you do in your country and judge it with mine, then what you're actually doing, you are creating a hostile environment in which I'll be saying to you, leave me alone. I mean, that is the situation that we're in. So the answer is, the international NGOs are bad for the development of Africa.